This video segment will show you the basics of gluing acrylic. The concepts shown here also apply to other plastics with gluing properties similar to acrylic. You can find more information in our product bulletin entitled Plastic Sheets, Care and Cementing, available on our website. To begin with, gluing acrylic is very different from household gluing most people have done. With household gluing, a viscous adhesive is applied between two surfaces. Because it is viscous, it fills any gaps. As it dries or cures, it bonds to the surfaces, which are then held together by the strength of the remaining dried glue. Gluing acrylic is very different. In fact, it is not even really gluing. Acrylic cement is a water-thin liquid which will not fill gaps. It also has no adhesive properties, so it will not work on other materials. What it does is actually soften the plastic surfaces so that they merge. The molecules of the two pieces intertwine so that they become literally one piece. Then the acrylic cement evaporates, leaving a strong, glue-free joint. So it is more comparable to welding than it is to gluing. In fact, it is often called solvent welding. So here's how to do it. Acrylic cement is available in various quantities. It is dispensed with what we call a hypo-applicator. Pour the acrylic cement into the applicator with a funnel. Do not fill it more than 3/4 full. Since this is a chemical solvent, handle it safely using rubber gloves where skin contact may be possible, as well as safety glasses. Since, as we mentioned earlier, acrylic cement will not fill gaps, it is important that the two pieces of plastic are smooth and flat where they are to bond. Pieces cut freehand on a bandsaw would never provide for a strong bond. However, if you are dealing with irregular edges or shapes that need gap filling, Weld-On 16 can be used. It dries clear and strong and may provide a solution for those hard-to-glue situations. When using acrylic cement on regular joints, saw-cut edges are not ideal because of their roughness. If possible, we recommend routing the edges prior to gluing. This will provide a smooth edge for gluing. If a router is not available, light sanding can be done, being careful not to round the edges of the piece. If you cannot route the edges, make sure you are using a proper saw blade. Place the two pieces together in their final position. Using a combination square can help ensure a right angle glue joint. Take the hypo-applicator and squeeze some of the air out. Then invert it and bring it over the joint. As you invert it, release the pressure on the sides. This will cause air to be sucked back in and thus prevent the acrylic cement from dripping on the surface of the plastic. Since the cement is a solvent, it will mar any surface it drips on. If there is a drip, do not wipe it off. Let it evaporate. Place the needle in the corner and pull it along the joint, gently squeezing out the cement. You will notice that the cement flows into the joint between the two pieces. This would not happen if there were gaps in the joint. In a matter of minutes, the bond will set so that you no longer need to hold the pieces together. However, full strength is not reached for 24 to 48 hours. Once the glue has set, you are free to apply other pieces to your fabrication. A properly done glue joint will be perfectly clear, indicating a strong, uniform bond. The same gluing technique is used for gluing acrylic accessories such as handles, knobs, and other accessories. If you have a router, you can use a flush bit with a bearing such as this to route off excess material on the backside of your glue joint. This allows you to make up for less than perfect alignment. As a final finishing step, you can polish the exposed edge of the glue joint using a MAP gas torch. Propane is not recommended. Merely run the flame along the edge to produce a polished finish. Be sure to wait 24 hours after gluing before doing this step. With these tips and a little practice, you will discover endless plastic fabricating possibilities for your home or office.
Tap Plastics, the fantastic plastic place.